Did you just come or?
Yes.
Yes. How was your flight? Yes. Good. Good.
Ah, c'est comme par la suite. Si.
Sabe onde ganhar?
Děkujeme, začal kampy.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to welcome all of you. My name is Francesca and I'm here from the State University of New York, Empire State College. And I'd like to start off the evening by introducing our partner from our partner university, the University of New York, Tirana, the Vice Rector, Dr. Costa Giacomis. And New York State in the U.S. But most of all, I'd like to welcome all of our students and alumni. This is really your event, and this evening we are here to celebrate your achievements. I'd like to now introduce Dr. Costa Giacomis for some brief remarks.
Distinguished guests, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, it's both a pleasure and an honor to be tonight close to you. This is the 4th time in a row that we organize such alumni reunions, and it feels extremely good to feel the sense of community. I hope that you are going to be enjoying it tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Giacomis. I'd now like to introduce the first person on your program, and she is our Director of Academic Programs in Prague, and also our European Regional Coordinator. She will be very familiar to many of you as she does some advising of students, and she knows many of the alumni that are here this evening. I'd like to introduce, for some brief remarks, Evelyn Wells.
Hello students, I'm really very pleased to be here and to see so many familiar faces of not only Empire State College graduates, but graduates from the other programs that are part of the New York College family here in Toronto. So I'm wishing you all well, and I'm hoping that you have a wonderful evening networking with friends, getting to know each other, talking about your accomplishments and your graduations. And I hope I get an opportunity to meet you, as well as some of the people who have traveled from New York also get an opportunity to talk with you. So our distinguished guests, our students, our alumnus, thank you for joining us this evening.
I'd now like to introduce a very special guest who has traveled from very far from New York to be here this evening as well. And he is Dr. Hugh Hannett, who is Provost of Empire State College.
Greetings from all 60,000 alumni of Empire State College. It is such a pleasure to see how our programs have grown in cooperation with our partner in New York College. I just left Athens, where we have 1,100 graduates. Here in Toronto, we have nearly 250 alumni. And tomorrow I'll be going to Prague, where we have nearly 700. What an impressive record. There's an old joke about the power of the American economy and the pervasiveness of American culture that goes when America sneezes, all the world catches a cold. And we saw that last year in the shameful banking and mortgage and investment house crash that nearly wrecked the entire world economy. And this year, Europe is returning the sneeze with the debt crisis that focuses on Greece. And all last week, the American and international capital markets caught the fees. The point is that we, Europe and America, are inextricably bound together. and we must keep our economy strong to bolster the stability that supports democracy and serves as a counterbalance to the rising economies of Asia. In this uncertain 21st century global economy, your degree from Alumni State College, State University of New York, will have more value than ever. Although the payoff is not always immediate in a time of poor employment, we are confident that your degree has equipped you with the skills and the knowledge to be a citizen of an interconnected world and a player in the emerging economic order. The metaphor for the future of international politics is not individual nation states, but rather Facebook. Everything is connected. The world is becoming a vast social network, and you are well prepared for it. We applaud your achievement in earning your degree from the State University of New York, and we wish you well each and every day.
Dr. Hammond. May I ask for your full attention? You have traveled from very far to be here, and I just ask for your quiet for 10 minutes more. Thank you. I'd like to recognize the presence of Mr. Elias Futzis, our president and founder from New York College Educational Group. He is over here. So I hope to get, just like to introduce him and just recognize that he is a very distinguished guest here this evening. Thank you, Dr. Futzis. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, President and CEO of the Albanian American Enterprise Fund, Mr. Jeffrey T. Crippen.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm in awe of anybody who can graduate from the university and continue their education that you all have. I still have that dream that most people are quite frightened of. I wake up at night and think I'm still about to have my oral examination, and it never ends. I think that what I would like to talk to you about, and in relation to the 10 years that I've been in Albania, is the obligation that you have with your education to give back to society, and specifically to lead those segments of society that you participate in. Education is not something you can take for granted. It's the one thing my parents gave me, and I treasured it, and I have tried to give back, though I probably have not given back as well as you will be able to. You've already started on that path, but I think it's important to recognize that without doing that, there isn't a great deal of hope for the future. This country specifically, Albania, needs people like you to give back. Politically, economically, socially, people are still suspicious of change here, and it requires young people with their education to lead, to take those concepts and show that there can be change that is meaningful and that